Hey, you made it back. Welcome. I'm your host, Sir William Wells, and welcome back to This Goth Can Cook, Episode 3. Okay, so on today's episode, we're going to talk about something a little bit controversial, namely vegetarians and vegans. Okay. Don't get your knickers in a twist just yet. Hear me out. First and foremost, allow me to indeed acknowledge that a lot of individuals in our beloved Gothic community are either vegetarian or vegan. It could happen. But technically, as humans, we all are born as omnivores. The word omnivore comes from the Latin words omni, meaning all or everything, and vorare. How rude of you, Mr. Dean Martin. I do not interrupt you with your songs. Harumph. As I was saying, the word vorare, which means to devour. Hence, an omnivore is somebody or something that will eat everything from plants to animals. Now, as omnivorous humans, we have 5 very distinct types of teeth to help us devour our food. Incisors, used to take bites of food, chomp chomp as it were. Canines, used for ripping and tearing and shredding flesh. And lastly, premolars, molars, and third molars, used for grinding and chewing plant-based products. Chew, chew, chew. These 5 types of teeth help us feed on plants and animals alike, whereas herbivores, who only eat plant-based products, mainly only possess molars and incisors to chomp and chew on plants, whereas carnivores, who only eat animal flesh, mainly possess canine and incisor teeth. Think of your dog or your cat. And now to explore the wonderful world of tooth enamel. Thank you for your input, Professor, even though I didn't ask for it. But you understand. Does that clear things up? Back to the subject at hand. I need a drink. Now, while yes, technically and biologically, we humans are indeed omnivores. But there is a great number of people, goths and day crawlers alike, who have chosen, for whatever reasons they may have, to not eat any animal meat or any animal product, thus remove it completely from their diet. Okay, so whether you agree with the vegetarian and vegan lifestyles of some, or you don't, that's completely up to you. My point here is don't be a grasshole about it.
I will take it from here.
Oh, this guy. Everyone, meet the Cranky Restauranteur.
Oui, ça commence. Welcome to the Cranky Restauranteur. I am your humble host, Jacques Cascouille. And welcome to my restaurant chez Cascouille.
Hey, this is my restaurant.
C'est mon restaurant ici. Tais-toi, toi là-bas. Ferme ta gueule, ferme ta gueule.
Oh, whatever.
2 secondes. Hey, oh.
Go ahead.
Here you will be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test.
Mouse.
Quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, le Mickey Mouse? Tu dis Mickey Mouse. Pourquoi Mickey Mouse? Pourquoi Disney? Disney. Royalties? Moving on. So, je suis ici, here for you to explain what is a grasshole. Now, while it is perfectly okay to be vegetarian or vegan, one should never be a grasshole. A grasshole is the person who, just because they do not eat the animals, they think that they are superior because they are trying to save the world one cow at a time. the Grasshole will loudly announce that they are special and that they require a special diet. The Grasshole is also the person who, at a restaurant, will insist that the kitchen create a special meal just for them because they are so special. Oh. Do not be the Grasshole. For you see, the Grasshole is an asshole who eats the grass. I am Jacques Gascouille, and this has been the Cranky Restauranteur show.
Hello.
Oh, tais-toi, it's my show. It's my show. I'm here right now. It's my show. Tais-toi, toi là-bas. Oh, the gothic one over there. Oh, putain de merde.
It's called This Goth Can Cook.
Whatever, imbécile. I take my spoon and I go now. Au revoir, mes amis, et bon appétit.
Okay, so as Mr. Cranky Pants over there so eloquently put it, it's okay to be a vegetarian or a vegan. It's your lifestyle. You do what you want to do. It's cool. Just don't be a grasshole about it. With that said, on today's episode of This Goth Can Cook, I am going to be making a salad to honor our fellow vegetarian and vegan friends out there. Something called Shirazi salad, or as it's also known as Iranian salad, Persian salad, Middle Eastern salad, sometimes Israeli salad. Anyway, it's delicious. And it only involves a few key ingredients: cucumbers, tomato, red onion, some herbs, olive oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper. Let's get cooking. Although, wait, I'm still not cooking anything, technically. I really gotta think this over. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do the salad. We're gonna start off with our handy dandy kitchen knife. And the star of our salad are these English cucumbers. Kind of small, not too big. English. I'm gonna start by cutting off the tips.
Stay there.
Okay, now there's no need to peel them. Just cut them in half. Then cut them in half again. There's no need to be neat with this. Then we're gonna dice them. Move those over to your bowl. Watch your fingers. You don't want any unhappy accidents. Blood spurting all over the place. Gross. Okay, and now for the last batch. So there's the main ingredient to your Shirazi salad, the cucumbers. Take a generous pinch of salt, sprinkle it around, give it a toss with a wooden spoon, more salt. This is actually what's called sweating the cucumbers. This is gonna bring out the flavor. Now, for the next ingredient, the tomatoes. I like to use either plum or on the vine tomatoes. Again, cut off the edges. And since we don't want a very gooey salad, we want it actually to be kind of dry, make sure that you take out some of the gunk that's inside. The seeds, all that, leaving yourself with a nice dry tomato. Do the same thing on the other side. Just remove all of that goop. Okay, do that once. Another tomato. And once again, like with the cucumbers, cut them down into small cubes. Again, this doesn't need to look pretty. It doesn't need to look perfect, just as long as you get nice small pieces in there. Let's do this again. Watch the fingers. The wonderful thing about this salad is that you get to be the judge of how much ingredients you want in there. You want a little bit more cucumbers, put in a little bit more cucumbers. You want a little bit more tomatoes or a little less tomatoes, then you be the judge. And the same thing goes with the following ingredients. It's up to you. The key here is to taste as you go along. Let's clean up the board. Next ingredient, onion. Red onion to be precise. Get yourself a nice fat red onion, cut it in half. Remove the 2 top layers, okay? That's very important. This is how we're gonna dice it. We're gonna start this way, then we're gonna go this way. Here it goes. Keep a finger on it. Once again, mind your fingers. Now that those are sliced, we're gonna do a cross cut. Again, swipe down the board. Next, for our razzmatazz of the salad, we're gonna take flat leaf parsley. That's Italian parsley, flat leaf, not the curly kind, the flat leaf. This has a very significant taste. Also, what we'll be using is mint. Now, these 2 herbs have a very distinct taste on their own, but combined together, magically, somehow, they create a whole new taste that will go wonderfully with this salad. So first, we're just gonna take a bunch of this and a bunch of that, about a handful each. So you're gonna grab a good bunch of this, maybe a little bit more, just eyeball it, it really doesn't matter. Cooking is fun that way. And again, watch the fingers, start chopping. Have a lot of fun with it, make a lot of noise, and get it as small as possible. All right, that looks good. It's about a good handful of flat leaf parsley. Transfer that into the bowl. Scoop as much as you can. There you go. Then we're gonna repeat with the mint. Now try to remove as many stems as you can. And we're looking for the same handful bunch like we had with the flat leaf parsley. Neatness again does not count. Don't worry if you think that your salad's gonna be too minty tasting. Again, 1 good handful should do the trick. And we repeat. All right, looks good. Just about the same consistency as the flat leaf parsley. Scoop it up into your bowl. Okay, so that's pretty much the main ingredients. The next thing we need is seasoning. With the salt on the bottom sweating the cucumbers, you already have a substantial amount of salt. Your next seasoning begins as such. Lemon juice. Lemon juice is going to provide the acidity, much like vinegar. Just about a few tablespoons should do the trick. You could always add more. Next, oh, look at that. Oh, it's our old friend. Olive oil. Take olive oil, do a nice generous coating. Not too much. A little bit of pepper to taste. Take yourself a spoon and you start mixing it all around. Get everything well coated. Be sure to take a taste to see if you need any more seasoning, like more salt, more pepper, or maybe even a little bit more olive oil. Again, the key to cooking is to taste. You need to taste to figure out if it's good, if it's bad, if it's rancid, if it just doesn't work. That's good. And there you go. It's very colorful, but you know, it's got great taste. What I also recommend is that you leave this salad at least 1 to 2 hours in the refrigerator so that the lemon juice can do its work to really permeate and combine all the flavors together. So there you have it. I hope that you'll try out this salad. It's really, really basic. It's really delicious as a side salad to a lot of Middle Eastern food. Falafel, Slouvaki. Well, you could add and remove things to this salad. What I just presented to you was just the base. If you want like more of a Greek flavor, throw in some feta cheese. If you want more of an Italian flavor, throw in some chopped fresh garlic. Or you could take away things. You don't have mint and flat leaf parsley, you could throw in oregano or cilantro. Just play with it. You can't really go wrong. As long as you taste as you go along. This needs to be highly seasoned. Add and remove as you wish. Play with it, experiment, and you'll get it right to where you want it to taste like. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of This Goth Can Cook, and I hope that you'll join us for the next one. And until next time, stay gothy, my friends.